Hi friends, I'm Kelsey and I'm with the Children's Creativity Museum in San Francisco, and today we're going to be making math art. I tried to make that sound really exciting because the term math art might not sound exciting, but what we're doing today actually is really exciting, so let's get to it. So if you've seen a painting by famous artist M.C. Escher, then you'll know that he creates some pretty wild pieces. And one technique he experimented with is called tessellation art. Tessellation art is a technique that creates an infinitely repeating pattern that fits together perfectly like a puzzle. And when looking at tessellation art, it probably seems a little overwhelming to create, but I promise it's simple and really fun. You'll need a piece of sturdy paper, a pencil, a ruler, some tape, a pair of scissors, some art supplies, and something to create your pattern on. I'm using a paper bag and I'm going to convert it into wrapping paper, kind of upcycle an old paper bag. But you can create your art on another piece of paper or an old shirt or cloth napkin. You can test it out on an old box or really whatever you can think of. To start off, we're going to be making our tessellation template. And we're going to take one of our pieces of paper and measure and cut it into a perfect square. I'm going to measure and cut out a 4-inch by 4-inch square. And you can make this square whatever size you like. The larger the square, the larger your template will be, but you'll be able to fit fewer of your tessellations on whatever you're tracing onto. So it might be easier to cut out the shapes from a larger template, but it might be difficult to hold the larger template sturdy when it comes to tracing. It all just depends on what you're comfortable with and what you want to try out. And if you don't get it right the first time, you can always try again and you'll get the hang of it super fast. And once we have our square, we're going to draw 2 squiggles on adjacent sides. Adjacent meaning the sides that meet each other. So here and here would be adjacent sides. And on each side, I'm going to draw a squiggle that starts close-ish to the edge, squiggles up into the paper, and then ends back close-ish to the other edge. And on the adjacent side, I'm going to do another squiggle that looks different. And to make things easier in the next step, I'm going to have one edge of each squiggle end in more of a straight line, and I'll show you why in a minute. Now, using my scissors, I'm going to cut along my traced squiggles. Once I've cut out my squiggles, I'm going to tape each cutout onto the opposite side of where I cut the squiggle from. And now I'm going to show you why we created a straight edge for both squiggles. To make this template that can create an infinitely repeating pattern, the cutouts need to line up exactly across from where we cut out. And to make our tessellation template more accurate, I'm going to gently fold over the cut edge to the opposite side and create a little mark where the straight edge is cut out. And now I'm going to line my cutout up with that mark and tape it to the edge of my paper. Once you're taped up, you have your tessellation template. And now we use it. Start off by grabbing what you want to trace your pattern onto. I want to make special homemade wrapping paper, so I'm going to upcycle an old paper bag for this project. And I'm going to cut it open and then cut off this edge so it's nice and flat and square. Rectangular, more than square. Lay your tessellation template in the middle of what you're tracing on and trace around it with a pencil. And now you have your starting point. Use your template like a puzzle piece and line it up with your starting point and trace again and keep going. Since your tessellation template fits together with itself, you can create an infinite pattern. pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. Also, it's very satisfying. Very satisfying. Once you fill out your sheet, how you decorate is up to you. Maybe you turn your abstract puzzle piece shapes into something completely different, like a creature. Or maybe you outline and color in each piece of your pattern. Or maybe you do something completely different. With mine, I outlined and colored in while listening to a book, and it was a really relaxing activity. Like 10 out of 10 stars. Would recommend. And here's what my wrapping paper ended up looking like. What tessellations will you create? Have fun and happy making.